massive fight this past weekend on Long Island. We talked a lot about the Jack Shore versus Ricky Simone fight, talked about how it should have been in London, talked about how it should have been on the main card, all this stuff and more. In the end, didn't really matter. And in the end, it was a massive win for Ricky Simone, handing Jack Shore his very first pro loss. Wanted to have Ricky on to talk about the win and where he goes from here. He's on some kind of a roll as well. He's on a very impressive winning streak. He joins us right now via the magic of Zoom. Let us say hello to Ricky Simone. Hello, Ricky. How are you?
What's going on, Ariel? Good to be on, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to talk to you, my friend, and congratulations on the big win. We were talking a lot about this fight, and I felt like, honestly, both of you were being disrespected a little bit. I thought this fight should have happened this weekend in England because he's so popular over there and because it would have felt like a bigger deal. It was on the prelims instead, on Long Island, blah, 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 blah. We've gone over this 100 times. And I know you were asked about this afterwards, and you're like, I didn't care, and I don't care if I give him his first loss or his third loss, all that. But really, like, you didn't feel like this fight should have been given a little more love, and especially with the London card the next week, you didn't think that it was a little weird that you guys were fighting in New York?
Honestly, I kind of want to take credit for it not happening in London. I know he was super popular in London. I know he wanted to fight in London, and I think this card was originally supposed to be in Vegas. Before it got switched to Long Island. And I was like, mate, I'm ranked higher than him. I feel like I'm fighting back. I thought I should have fought someone in the top 10. So I'm like, all right, if I'm going to fight someone right behind me, a kid who I didn't feel like deserved it, make him come to fight me over here. I'm not going to go fight him on his home turf where he's going to be more popular and get a bigger pop.
I like it. So you flex those muscles and they listen to you.
Well, I tried. I like to think I did.
Yeah. No, I mean, look,
but
it worked. It worked. So
yeah.
Were you even aware of him when you were offered him originally?
Oh, of course I was aware of him. Yeah, I don't want to discredit him by saying I didn't think he deserved that fight. But I just thought I deserved more. Not that he didn't. Yeah, I knew Jack Shore. I knew he was a tough kid, and there's so many tough guys waiting to get in the top 15 right now in the bantamweight division. I don't want to just sit here and be a gatekeeper for all those guys. I'm trying to fill up myself as well.
Sure. Did you get I don't know how much you pay attention to all this stuff, but I'll say, like, I was hyping it up. I was saying that he deserved more respect. All this. Did you see any of this chatter from the media, from the fans, and did any of it annoy you? Did you feel like you were being overlooked going into this fight?
Yeah, I mean, my entire life is MMA. I've been a big fan of like all the top MMA shows my entire life, basically, So I try to tune out fight week, but I was surprised. I'm like, everyone seemed to be, I was the underdog. Everyone's betting against me. And he has a big following with the JSA, so they were attacking me left and right.
Oh,
so I'm like, I'm just gonna stay off social media. I'm gonna stay off social media for a little bit and just focus on this fight.
Wow, they were coming after you.
Oh yeah, they were. I mean, I always respect that though. I wish, maybe just because he has that whole country backing him, and the U.S. is so big, we don't have that kind of backing. But man, his fans are dope. The JSA was dope. They had his back, and they were definitely letting me know it.
Super impressive performance, super impressive finish. Obviously you had great confidence. You knew that you felt you were the better fighter, you're high ranked. Anything surprise you about that fight? Like, did it go a little more your way than you were expecting? Did you think it would be 15 minutes? Anything come out of left field or surprise you about the way the fight unfolded?
Absolutely nothing. We broke him down so well, and I even got to the point where, like, it happened fight week, and I'm like, I felt so confident, but everyone else is giving him all the shine. And he's 16-0 kid, but I'm like, what am I missing? Like, if you're coming at me and your strong suits are your strength and your grappling, I feel like it's going to be a bad day for you because I'm the strongest bantamweight in the division, and I'm a black belt under Fabian Scherner with some of the most takedowns in the UFC. So, I mean, I'm not an easy day for anybody, and I don't know why I was being overlooked so much.
Yeah, you were. You looked incredibly strong out there. You look like a beast out there. By the way, did you cut your hair since the fight?
Oh, since the fight, yeah, I did.
What happened to the mullet?
No, I had the mullet for the Sunset fight, and then for this fight, I didn't have it.
I thought you did have it for this fight. Was I just imagining it because it was so great for the Sunset fight? I thought you didn't have longer hair on Saturday?
Nope.
When did you get this haircut?
This morning.
Okay.
But I didn't have like a mullet.
You didn't have a mullet, no?
All I did was just got a little taper. That's it.
It looks nice, by the way.
It's gonna be on the Ariel show. I was gonna be on the Ariel show. Come on, I need to look good.
No, you look fantastic. Just for the record. By the way, is that a Blazers jersey that you're wearing?
Yeah, let's
Respect,
go. It's a Lillard
respect.
one too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dame.
thank you.
I love Dame. He's the man. Just re-signed with the Blazers as well. I loved it. You were fired up, and I thought when you got on the microphone after, I thought you were going to cut like this mad promo on everyone who was doubting. I was like, shoot, I'm about to get it here. Like we're all about to get it. All the people who are doubting him, but you were kind of mild mannered. And then you dropped the Sean O'Malley thing, but it felt like I don't know. You're a chill guy too. Like I thought you were going to come with some fire, but you were pretty chill afterwards. You were fired up like right after the fight, but on the microphone, I felt like you were mild mannered. I was a little surprised by that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I was yelling into the cameras about the whole underdog situation,
Yeah.
but I was fired up about it. And I know my coaches wanted me to talk a little bit of shit because he's like, oh, Coach Oyama was like, how many of these media guys haven't had you as underdog? Like tell them to stop doubting you. But I don't know. Maybe that's what I need to do so I stop getting overlooked. Is maybe talk a little bit more shit or do it, which I kind of do naturally. But when I fight,
Yeah, no. Your fight speaks for itself. But then you had the great Sean O'Malley call out, which I loved. But then at the post-fight press conference, you're like, well, I don't care if he takes it or not. You got to stick to that call. What do you mean? You got to ram it down his throat. Why doesn't he fight you? Let's see what the rankings are right now. 135. I feel like, okay, so you are 11 and he's 13. You're going back. Why stick to that one?
Yeah.
Why'd you walk it back?
Well, honestly, I don't know if there's truth to it, but I hear he might be scheduled.
Oh.
So after the call out, I'm like, all right, well, and I just don't think he'll take the fight either way. The fight's been offered after my last fight, after the Sunset knockout. I got offered, and you know how it works. Yeah, I can get offered. He might not get offered, whatever that means. But I got offered. I was getting offered that fight, and I was like, yes, every single time. Yeah, I want that fight. It's the biggest fight with the most amount of eyes and the least dangerous and the easiest fight, in my opinion. I think O'Malley's the easiest fight out of all the guys I could be fighting right now in the top 10. So that's why I want that fight, and I know that he has a big following, so I know that'd be it'd be entertaining for the fans too. He's good at what he does, and I'm mean in there, so it'd be a great fight. But like I was saying already, I'm trying to move up. He's ranked 13th. I'm ranked 11th, so maybe I need to fight someone in the top 10 now.
Easier fight than Jack Shore, you think?
Oh yeah. Really? Oh yeah. Jack Shore was able to defend some of those takedowns. Oh, you see how skinny O'Malley's hips are? The friggin' little skinny legs. I'm gonna wrap my arms around those legs. I'm gonna carry him around just like I did Jack, who's way better grappler. I'm gonna slap him on his head so bad.
Damn. What'd you think of his last fight against Pedro Munhoz? How it was going, obviously.
I kind of imagine it going like that because Sean's such like a big counter striker, and he had a big reach advantage. And I just thought Pedro was going to be able to kick his legs. I thought maybe he'd be able to get in and do a little bit more, but all he really did was leg strikes. Boring. It was pretty boring and like kind of a letdown as well. Like, I was probably most excited for that fight, especially because it being in my weight class. And I thought Sean first really big test, in my opinion, and it went that way. It's kind of boring, lackluster finish.
Do you think he lost the first round?
I thought he lost the first round, and I think all the judges, for the most part, I think all the judges had him lose in the first round as well.
By the way, I think you know this. I've been asking a lot of fighters recently about open scoring, and I saw your tweet. You say you're down with open scoring too, right?
Yeah, that'd be sick. Let us know. What are we doing?
I agree.
Let's evolve.
I agree. And by the way, like 98%, maybe 99%, only Ally Quinta has been the only fighter that I've asked so far who said he didn't want it because he likes the thrill of the unknown or some crazy thing like that. All the fighters want this, and yet it doesn't feel like it's close to happening at all.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be more entertaining, and it'd be nice to know. And if you need to switch something up, and also it might hold the judges more accountable as well. Like they have to like post every single time after every round what is going on. Like people are going to start being like, oh, this judge doesn't know what the hell he's looking at.
Exactly.
Because after the fight, you don't really see the scorecards and everything like that. So I feel like it'd be another great way to finally hold some of these judges accountable. Because what the hell are some of them doing?
I agree 100%. Are you expecting your first child later this year?
Yes. My wife's due in November. We're excited.
Congratulations. I hope she's feeling good. I hope the baby is feeling good. Do you know the sex of the baby?
Yeah, it's gonna be a girl.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be a
All
girl.
you tough guys
Uh,
get girls. You know that, right?
Man, man, I'm not gonna lie. I only thought of boy names. I was like, it's gonna be a boy. Let's go. And heard it was a girl, and it's like a long pause. And I'm excited now though. I'm excited
Oh,
now.
it's the best,
It took
man.
me a little bit to,
No,
yeah.
having a girl is
That's what I
amazing.
hear.
I have two boys and then I had a girl. It's just a much different relationship. It's all great as long as
Don't
they're
rub it
healthy.
in.
No, I'm just saying. Well, listen, they always say the tough dudes, hey, like all you guys, Mark Coleman, this guy, Chael, girls. All the tough guys with all the testosterone have girls, and guys like me have boys. That's okay. But I think it's the universe's way of balancing things out. By the way, is Chael
Yeah, must be.
at the gym these days? Does he show up at all?
I don't see Chell in the gym too often.
Come on.
Not too often. Yeah, yeah. It's always a good time to hang out with Chell too. But I'll see him here and there. I see him here and there. My during fight week, my younger brother Tank, the real Tank, did a wrestling camp in DC, and Chell both coached at that camp, so he got to meet them. He's met Chell before, but DC, he was all pumped.
Yes, you tweet. We're showing you right now the picture of DC and your brother, and then we have another picture of Chael and your brother. We're showing it. So you have two brothers. One's Tank and one's Avi, right?
Well, I have four brothers, but my older brother is Avi, and then my youngest brother's Tank. Yeah.
Okay. Now is Tank? Here's the picture with Chael. Now this was just last week. This picture with Chael.
Um, I'm not sure. I can't see the photo you're posting, but I know he took one out of camp maybe a year and a half ago, and took another. He might have taken another one just this last week.
Okay. What is it? Is this like the Chael Sonnen wrestling camp?
It was. I don't think it was like he was making an appearance at it. I think he
Got
did
it.
like one day out of the 4 or 5 days or something, as did DC.
That's
But
awesome.
it's just local to our area, so it was really cool that they got guys like that out there.
Now
I
this
know
is
the kids loved it.
oh, that's amazing. The best part is your brother's name is actually Tank. Like that's not his nickname.
No, that's his nickname. That's his nickname.
Oh,
Yeah, I wish.
I was like, man.
It's Frankie. And so I call him Frank the Tank since he was 4 years old. So yeah, I just called him Tank like his entire life. So it's why Jack Shore's name is Tank, and
Yes.
my little brother was telling me send him the message, let him know there's only one Tank.
I love it. I love it. Your brother Avi was rubbing it into people on Twitter about if they bet against you. So you got he said, "Yo, if you bet money against my brother, I'm glad you lost." LOL. So it seems like you got good support. Do any of them? So are you the oldest?
I'm the second oldest. Avi's the oldest, and he's the
Oh,
most confrontational too. That's why you see him out there tweeting that.
does he fight?
No, but he was my wrestling partner growing up. All my brothers wrestled. They all do a little bit of jujitsu, so they're all involved one way or another. But none of them fight.
Okay. Wow, that's
None of them are
interesting.
crazy enough.
And what about the young Tank? Do you think he'll fight?
I hope not. I hope not. I hope he does great in school, and he wants to wrestle and all that. So I hope he takes a different route. But if he wanted to, I'd be down to help him any way I can.
Why do you hope not? You don't like your life?
I love it now. I love it now, but I mean, I'm damn near coming up on probably 11, 12 years into just fighting, and I got signed. I've been signed to the UFC for 4.5 years or something. So it's been good lately, but it's been it was a rough road for sure. It's not the easiest life to become a fighter, and all the injuries that come with it, and all that. So if you can take a different route, maybe it'd be better. But I mean, it's just not for everybody.
Sure. Do you feel like it's finally all coming together for you now after all these years? You're on this impressive winning streak. You're being talked about. You're ranked. You're on the cusp of top 10 fights and all that. Like, do you feel like the career is now starting to all come together for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm hitting a good. I turned 30 this summer. I'm next month, so I hear that's when people hit their prime. And like I said, I've been doing this for over 10 years now, so I feel like everything has come together as far as like the talent, the physicality, and now the confidence too. I never knew that. Like even in wrestling growing up, I never knew I was like a talented kid. So I always thought I had to like work harder. Because there's that saying that hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. And so I always thought I was on the opposite side. I was like, oh, I got to outwork all these guys because I'm not as naturally talented as them. So, but I think everything just kind of like is meeting up at that perfect time right now, and I feel great every time I'm making that walk as of late.
So what's changed for you over the last couple of years? Like, how did you develop that confidence and start to believe that you're the man?
I think it's just experience too. Like I had gone through it already. Like I hit a point where I lost 2 fights in a row, and I'd never lost 2 fights. Where I went undefeated as an amateur. I had a pretty good pro career. At one point, I was 15-1. And I went on 2 fight losing streak, and then I was like, I got to build myself back. And I think that's an important part. Is a lot of people can't do that because it's hard to get over mentally, especially when you're winning all these fights and then you start losing, especially in consecutive losses. So for me, I was like, okay, what can I do? I know I'm there. I know I can compete with anybody. I just got to put it together on fight night. So I think I'm just super relaxed going into the fights. The experiences there, like as far as coaching other fighters, cornering other fighters in big events. I mean, I cornered Tyson Nam in Russia when he knocked out Ali Bogotinov, and the crowd went crazy. I've been a part of some big fights. So I think just the experience and the confidence that everything is just meeting up, and I feel really good when I make that walk now.
Any injuries after this fight?
Not after the fight, no. I mean, I think I only got hit maybe like once or twice. I felt great, but man, I was beat up going into this one. It's always something. I don't know. It's because I'm turning 30 or what, but I was feeling my body's like, you can still do this, right? You can still be the bully in there, but it's tough on the body and training. We train hard too.
Yeah. Well, you tweeted a picture of your calf, but I don't think you said which fight this was from. So I wasn't sure if it was this past one or a recent one where it was like all messed up. I think we have the picture of it as well. Do you know what I'm talking about? And you were asking people. Sorry, it wasn't your calf, your shin. Excuse me. Where there was like a huge thingy, and then like your ankle was.
Man,
What fight was that?
that was the Uriah Faber fight. I landed one fucking kick in that fight,
Jeez.
and I had postponed my honeymoon for this fight, so I was walking around. I was limping around Mexico for a week. I went to the doctor emergency room actually because it hurt so bad. I never really dealt with that kind of pain in my shin, and that lump stayed for like a good month until like the doctor finally like scalpeled it out and like drained all this like I don't even know what it was, but it was pretty painful. That one landed one kick on that. That's the
Damn.
worst part about I think after these fights is like my shins. Like my worst fear is to freaking break my leg. Like these guys like Weidman and
Weidman,
Silva and
yeah.
Connor. Oh, I'm always so scared of that. So whenever I get any injuries down there, I'm like, oh God, don't break, please.
So that was the first of the two back-to-back losses. Then you fought Rob Font. You haven't lost since then. So you're on this amazing 5-fight winning streak against some top guys, like you said, Asuncao, Brian Kelleher, Ray Borg. After the second one, did you feel like you needed to do some soul searching? Did you start to like really was that like the lowest point of your confidence? How did you feel after that second one?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I was just pissed because I knew there was a missing link. And I had like I had been working with a few striking coaches pretty consistently my entire career, and I kind of stopped working with them, and I was kind of like maybe trying to be my own head coach a little bit too much, I think. But that's when I was like, I gotta switch something up. And I had been over one time to train at Team Oyama's with Alex Perez and Coach Colin Oyama, and they got a stable of guys over there. But I fell in love with it that very first time I went, so I decided to keep going back and adding them to the camp. And it works. It's worked perfectly for my style. I have so much chemistry with all those guys over there. I've had some of the best rounds I've ever had with Alex Perez. That guy's a monster, especially for the 25-pound division. He fights in Dallas coming up. I'm excited to go watch that one. So just added them to my camp since then, since those back-to-back losses. Man, I'm on a 5-fight win streak. I'm going on there. I'm putting in the work with them, and I'm always trying to get better. I think that's what kind of separates me is I'm not just a training camp fighter. Like I'm training 6 days a week. I'm always trying to get better. I know, there's the sport's always evolving, and you can always get better somewhere. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do that for myself.
So you split time between Oregon and California.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And so how's that
Yeah.
going to work
You,
once you have
you
a baby?
Man, that's a good question. It's already tough leaving. Um, So that's something that I'm gonna have to try to figure out too, because that is the toughest part of camp. I'm leaving for weeks on end. I'm leaving my wife, and especially this time around, she's pregnant. I'm feeling bad for leaving her on her own. But it's nice that I'm in a place where I can fly her out. For if I'm out of town or whatever, she can come stay with me and be there. She works remote too, so which is nice. But that's a good question. I also bring in. I train with Journey Newsome back home over here. I bring in my cousin Vince Morales because he's UFC bantamweight as well, and then Alex also comes over here and trains with me. So I think we can still make it work. But I don't want to mess with the recipe too much.
Right.
It's been working, and I've been liking the results. So I think that's just part of the sacrifice I'm gonna have to deal with. Honestly.
By the way, switching topics, I see you're rocking the AirPods. Have those ever fallen in the toilet while you were peeing, and did you ever have to pick them out?
Yeah, these ones specifically. Yeah,
Those were the ones you tweeted.
These are the ones.
What's the tweet? Let me see the tweet again. If you dropped one of your AirPods in the toilet while peeing, would you fish it out? You tweeted this back in May. Does that mean because you dropped those in the toilet while you were peeing?
I'm disgusting, huh? That's
gross. What?
Yeah. Look at these ears. Look at this ear. Look at this ear. It just pops out.
I can't even believe that it's staying in there.
Yeah, it's gross. Right?
And so what? You were peeing and it popped out?
Yeah. And I did one of these I missed it. Went right between my fingers. I just watched it go in there. And I just looked at it for a second and I was like, do I flush first? Do I just dive in there with my hand? What do I do?
And it was okay? It didn't get waterlogged or anything like that?
Well, I just took it out and started rinsing it out right away. And I was like, all right, I hope aren't these kind of supposed to be water resistant or something. So I was like, if it don't work, whatever. But I was even scared to put it back in my ear. I was like, I don't really, maybe let it dry for whatever.
Did you disinfect it?
Worked. I mean, as best as I could, but I mean, I don't know. The thought of the pee still in there is still gross, but tried my best. I'm not a professional, but try to clean them.
Now, here's the big question. Was it a public bathroom or was it your own bathroom?
It was my cousin Vince Morales' bathroom, so it was clean.
Is it clean? I don't know. I've never been to his bathroom. You trust it?
Probably not because of him, probably because of his girl Shino. But
okay.
I wouldn't trust that if he was the one doing it.
Oh my God, what a nightmare. My biggest nightmare is if my phone ever fell in there. I mean, you got to take it out, obviously, but what a nightmare, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to use this pee-stained phone. Psh. And you didn't think about
I think about that every time.
You do, right?
I think about it every time. I was like, I was like, finally happened. There it goes.
And you didn't think about buying new ones?
I did if they were broken, but
no, I mean because there's pee on them.
I mean, we're gonna test them out. Come on, Ariel. Come on.
No, listen.
These things are expensive.
I get it. But if it was me, I'm done with those. They're retiring. All right, even if they work.
Yeah.
I'm buying new ones. Yeah, I'm sorry. Every time I put them in, I think of pee in my ear.
I think that's why I never got COVID, because I'm disgusting like that. I'll put in pee AirPods. So
yeah, maybe
that's why my immune system's super good.
That's amazing. You might be the only fighter I know that you never had it.
Never tested positive for it.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
But before COVID was a thing, it was probably like a month and a half before I think I had it.
Okay.
And then I've had 100+ tests since then, and
that's true.
Never had it.
That's true. Every time you fight, they test you. So yeah, good on you.
They even tested me this one.
They did or didn't?
They did. Yeah, they did. But they test my coaches. I'm in like a full arena. It's just interesting how they're still doing it. But
wait,
whatever.
When did they test you? Before, like on the Tuesday or something when you got there?
Yeah, Wednesday. It was on Wednesday when I got there. Yeah.
By the way, how'd you like Long Island?
I liked Long Island a lot. I like it. I've been to like the city before, and it's a little too crazy for me, honestly. But Long Island was nice. It felt a little more chill for sure.
Did you get pizza afterwards? I saw people asking you about the pizza and stuff, the food.
Yeah. We ordered some pizza back to the hotel, and
was it really that good?
I was getting fat. It was. I mean, pizza. I don't get to eat pizza. I don't get to eat pizza that often. So anytime I get to eat pizza, I'm like, this is good pizza. but it wasn't. I don't think it was anything special, honestly.
You ever go to?
Don't get mad at me. Don't no
No,
one get mad
no,
at
trust
me.
me. You ever go to Mean Street Pizza back in the day?
No, I always wanted to. That's the Chell's one, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, no, I never went. I never went.
Oh man, I heard it was tremendous. I never got to go either, but I heard it was incredible. What a legend Chael is. Love that guy. All right, so if we don't get, if Sean is busy, who are we going for here? Maybe I don't know. What do you think? Winner of Dominic and Marlon? Who are we calling out? Marab? Winner of that fight? Who do we think? Song?
That would be yeah. All of those fights. That's a problem. Everyone's matched up right now. So I feel like if I want to fight sooner than later, because I don't want another long layoff, I got to fight someone right behind me. And if that's the case, I would like to fight Frankie Edgar for his retirement fight at Madison Square Garden. I think that's beginning November. My baby's due late November, so it's cutting it close. But that would be a great fight. Frankie Edgar's a legend, and I'm trying to get back on all the legends. So yeah, I think that'd be a great fight. If I can't get a fight someone ranked above me, but if I need to wait, I think a winner of Aldo Marab. I think that'd be great. I have a win over Marab, and I think that'll put me right to where I want to be, which is ultimately fighting for the title. I think I'm the next world champion. I think I mix it up better than anyone in the bantamweight division. Wherever you don't want to be, I'm going to put you. And I think it's time for me to fight. Start eliminating these guys and get to like a number one contender fight.
I like it, Ricky. I like that fire right there. That was a good promo right there. By the way, I love that Frankie. That's the one. I feel like that's the one we should be going for. Frankie, Madison Square Garden, retirement fight. You'll have a lot of attention on you. You'll shut up the crowd. I feel like that's the one. They put you in that spot against Faber when he came back. Whatever. That was the old Ricky Simone. I feel like this is the spot. That's the one you should be targeting. That's the one Jason House should be asking for right now.
Yeah. Jason's the man too. I think he'll make it happen. So if that's something Frankie would be interested in, I mean that would be a great fight for me. And yeah, I just want to stay active. I don't like these long 9 months, 7 month layoffs. I need, and I know it's tough when you get to the rankings, but like we only get paid if we fight. So I'm trying to get, in there as much as possible.
By the way, all right, so we got the title fight. We thought it was going to happen in September, maybe in October. Who do you think wins that? Because you say you're going to be future champ. So just curious, who do you think wins, TJ or Aljo?
I got Aljo, honestly. I don't think clean juice TJ can get it done. I think he's getting old, and I'm so salty with that guy. I don't like cheats. I don't like that he's still in the top of the division. That's someone I would love to fight as well. And like I said, I match up with any of these guys. But I think the wrestling and the physicality of Aljo will be able to beat TJ. I think ultimately.
How do you feel about the fact that TJ's getting a title shot after one win, and then the suspension right before that, 2 years?
I mean, he's popular, so I knew it would happen that way, And that fight with Sandhagen was sick, even though I don't know, it was close. It was a close one, but yeah, I mean, he's ex-champ. He's popular like that. It doesn't seem right because he's a cheater, but I get it, man. His business, and he's still fighting. So if he's winning, then let him fight for the title. But I don't think he'll be around for much longer. That's for sure.
You like guys who play by the rules. You like clean fighters. You don't like cheaters.
Man, I'm out here. My body hurts too.
Yeah.
This is not easy. It's not easy. Everyone wants a shortcut, but come on, man. I don't know what it is about it. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like that. I mean, you saw us come around testing me, waking me up early in the morning, coming at night. I'm getting tested all the time, and I like it, because I'm like, I feel like if this is happening, it's better for the sport, and my opponents are going to get tested like this too. So I'm up for it, But I just don't like when guys try to take shortcuts like that, because man, I'm tired. I'm in there dying. I'm after practice. I'm in the sauna. I'm in the ice bath. I'm spending hours in hyperbaric therapy. Like I'm doing all the recovery I can just so I can keep making it to these hard practices. And some guys just want to cheat and take shortcuts.
By the way, have you shared these thoughts on shortcuts with Chael P, or have you kept those to yourself?
Hey man, don't be talking about Chubby like that. He's a legend around here. Joe gets a pass.
He
Everyone
gets a
knows
pass.
that.
Joe gets a pass. Basically clean. He's pretty much clean, sort of clean. That's awesome. I love Chael. That's my guy. I say because I love. I kid because I love. Ricky, you're the man.
Funny. That is funny though.
Congratulations on the. You kept the door open. I mean, I had to walk through that door. It was just too perfect. You know, I'm sorry. You threw it right down the middle there. It was a fat tomato.
Yeah.
Tremendous stuff, man. Good luck to you and the wife on the upcoming baby. I hope you get that fight. I'd love to see that. You versus Frankie. I mean, that's a perfect fight for you. That's a big time fight. And I think you would bring it. Madison Square Garden, what a scene. You did well on Long Island. Might as well move to Manhattan and do the job over there. So keep doing your thing. Much love and success to you. And thank you for coming on. It was great to have you back on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Talk to you later. There
Thanks,
he
man.
is. Ricky Simone, big win for him. Great guy. Met him. Great personality. I enjoyed that very much. Massive win for him.